Hey everybody, this is King Gaming. I wanted to show you a brand new game that I got. Now some of you might have heard the game called Gloom. I actually rather enjoyed the game of it, but there was just something about it that didn't quite get with me. Like I'm very particular, like if I'm going to play the game, I want to make sure I'm actually going to be able to get into it and get involved. And that's why I actually found this game. And yes, I already did open it, guys. I'm sorry, but the other video unfortunately got deleted. So anyway, so this game is called Fairytale Gloom. So it's a variation off the game Gloom, but with more, well, with obvious fairy tale characters. So this one is compatible with the other Gloom as well as its expansions, which is really, really good. Because that way, if I still get the original Gloom, I can play it with this one, which is awesome. So I'm going to let you read off the cards for you guys, so for those of you who don't know how Gloom is played. So, in Fairytale Gloom, each player has a family of 4 characters. Players try to make their own families the most miserable while cheering up the other players' families. Characters become sad or happy primarily by having modifier cards played on them. Each modifier affects the self-worth score of the characters played on. Players also play and discard event cards for various immediate effects. As the game continues, the character's individual story ends one by one, as unhappy ending cards are played on them. When one entire family has succumbed to unhappy endings, the game ends. Self-worth scores are tallied, and the most miserable player wins the game. Which, honestly, it sounds very morbid, and it's a partial reason why I love it. Oh my. So it has a very Grimm Brothers sort of look to it, and I love that. That is a big reason why. Like, if it was just a regular fairy tale, but it had Disney-looking characters, I would have been like, eh. But the fact that it looks like the Grimm Brothers cards is why I wanted to get it. So as you can see, you can have different characters such as Pinocchio the Prince, Jack and Joe the Giant. I don't know who the heck the Joe the Giant. It looks like from the way the card is, it's from Jack. I'm guessing that's the Giant. I didn't remember his name was Joe. So Hansel and Gretel, Grandmother, The Little Mermaid, Baby Bear, Snow White and Cinderella, and stuff like that. For those of you who don't quite still understand how the game is played, I'll show you. Lay out all the characters, and each character takes one at a time. I guess whoever goes first, and then you go from there. Which characters you want until they get 4. So then once I get 4, so let's say this is me, this is my wife. My job is to try and make her character as happy as possible. So she went back to bed. So that gave a nice little positive. Now my job is to try and make it a negative. So craft it, I can't see what that says, guys. Can you see it? Kefed at chores. Anyway, so that's how then that would be. But her job is to try and make me have positive. So was the belle of the ball, which is actually quite appropriate for me to pick out for Cinderella. So now as you can see, they overlap. So that basically, it's whatever points you see are the amount that you get. So basically this is now 20. That basically got rid of the 2 negatives and covered 1 and gave me a positive 20. And some cards have effects. So this one says you may claim a story card regardless of its requirement. So honestly, this game looks really fun. If you guys, like, I don't know, it's just the way it's played out. It's a really unique sort of game. If you guys want to see this game being played, as I said in the first dice cast, you can always vote. Or if you want to see what the other options are, you always check out my first dice cast. In the first 15 minutes, I show which games I have. And I'm always going to get more games. I'm always going to try and do unboxings, whether the video actually works or not. So, if you guys want to see this one, vote on whether or not you want to. I'll probably play it anyway, but I always like to hear your opinions on which games you want me to get. So, as always, this has been King Damon, and well, stay tuned for the Fairytale Gloom. And like, favorite, subscribe, and vote on which games you want to see. See you guys next time. Bye!